guys, it's Joshy here, and I am here today to bring you the story of Horsurprise versus the clock. Or the timer, but either way, before we get into that dreadful horror story, please do consider giving this a like if you do like these battle videos. Also, I'm going to link B-Nard's channel either down below or at the end, so please do check him out. He does a lot of Pokemon battles. But anyway, let's get this rolling. So anyway, B-Nard is going to lead off with his Tower of Power, his Duraludon there, and I led off with my Coma-O. Now, I actually thought there's a chance he may swap out, being afraid of a super effective move coming in, taking out most of his HP. So I went for the Echoed Voice, hoping to get a free turn, or at least, you know, get my boosts off for free or safely. But he's going to drop a Draco on me to make sure I'm gone, and that was not what I was hoping for. But you never know what your opponent's going to do, and usually the choice I make ends up being the wrong one. So nonetheless, I'm going down there. And that's the start of a battle. Anyway, so I bought in Brioni. I thought, well, I've got Echoed Voice starting now. I could run with this and see where we go. Unfortunately, I forgot about Hypnotoad, and I knew he had this from the start of the battle. I even made a mental note that he had this, and then completely forgot on the second turn of the battle. So anyway, I'm going to swap out and bring in Horsurprise. Now, a little bit of backstory on Horsurprise. I was hatching eggs in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and accidentally found this guy in the grass. So that was the delight I ran into, and this is where he came from. So anyway, Horsurprise is going to get the defense boost off there. He's actually going to swap out Hypnotoad and bring in Tower of Power. Now, I'm okay with this. I actually went for the rest. I thought if he goes for a water move next at the level I'm at, I might go down. So if I go for a rest, I can boost myself back to full HP and live it. Now I'm a bit of a scummy, well, not scummy, but slower set. So I'm going to get hit with the Flash Cannon there, and Horsurprise Stamina is going to activate, boosting my defense again. And then I'm going to pop my Moringa Berry and boost my special defense when I get hit with a special attacking move. So it's actually quite nice running a higher boost in HP and then special defense, if not completely there, and you really do well. So anyway, now we've got the Sleep Talk. So yes, we are Rest, Sleep Talk, Toxic, and Earthquake. So we do okay. So my plan here is to see how we go. So that's one Sleep Talk Rest so far. And I thought, well, let's see how my luck goes. We're sitting in a place where, okay, we're going to be hard to take out. So I get Toxic this time, which isn't the worst, except for the fact that this is his one Pokemon on his team that completely resists it. So I was like, great. So anyway, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go for a rest again. If I knew he was swapping, I probably could have gone for an attack, but if he did attack me that turn, I will go down the following turn, and I don't want to lose Horsurprise yet. So anyway, we're chomping away at the time. Well, I am more here while he tries and takes out Horsurprise, and I'm going to get a defense drop there, which again doesn't really matter. It does prevent my stamina from taking my defense any higher, but it's not too bad. So anyway, I go for the Sleep Talk again, just seeing how it goes. And that is our second Sleep Talk rest. So that's 2 out of 3 Sleep Talks that have ended on rest. So very lucky. He's really trying to get a crit here or really get more defense drops off so each turn is equaled, but unfortunately no. I'm pulling through here with this. So anyway, another Sleep Talk. I thought Earthquake or Toxic, both would be nice. Toxic preferably. I get my third Sleep Talk rest out of 4 of them, so that was really good. And now I'm going to get hit with the Liquidation again. He's not doing too much damage. He didn't get the defense drop off again, meaning now I am, I believe, +4 in defense. I wake up and I went for Toxic this turn. I knew he couldn't take me down too easily, and that way I can at least start wearing him down if I keep getting rest from my Sleep Talks. So the idea here really is I just want to wear out his team and take out some of his more, I guess, wall breakers or problematic Pokemon, especially this one. If I can get an Echoed Voice Dog from Brioni in the right area, I can start getting boosts from that, and that way I can follow up with a hard hit. Having this thing Hypnotoad sit out there, it makes it really hard. So anyway, I'm obviously going to go for rest because I don't want to die next turn. And now it's just see how the Sleep Talk, you know, rolls for us. So anyway, he's going to swap back out. He's actually going to swap back into Tower of Power, obviously having the good chance of you know, safe turns to battle. The only thing is he doesn't know that I carry the Earthquake, I don't believe, at this point, because I haven't shown it off. So I go for Sleep Talk again, and I get my 4th Sleep Talk rest. That is 4 guys out of 5. So anyway, he's going to Flash Cannon me. I'm just hoping not for the Spadef drop. That's all I don't want, because that is the one thing I can't boost at this stage without Dynamaxing. If I do Dynamax, I can get more boosts in my special defense, which actually can be even more problematic for the opponent. So anyway, I get Sleep Talk Toxic this time, and I'm like, oh boy, you're really paying off here. Anyway, I know I can live one more hit from him, so I'm actually going to finally go for an Earthquake myself. And I'll knock Tower of Power right down to a good red health, so any hit from me now will take him out. He ends up going for the Draco Meteor, hoping this thing could take me out from this range. But unfortunately for him, I am going to live on 13 HP. Moringa Berry pulling through again. And I'm going to go for the rest, because why not be slightly annoying? I'm not aiming to be annoying here, this is just the set. The annoying part is the timer we're battling at this point. So anyway, he took the turn to set up Stealth Rocks. Quite a smart idea, really. I'm not much of a hazard person, so I don't have any ore waste to remove it because, yeah, okay. And yeah, so anyway, we'll go for Sleep Talk again. And guys, I get Earthquake! So I am finally able to take this thing out. I'm like, wow, it only took me, what, like seven Sleep Talks to get Earthquake? And I was like, gosh. So anyway, we're going to get Fat Cat coming in, and I was like, alright, wouldn't mind getting a poison off on this thing. He's going to go for a Parting Shot, which I'm not too worried about, because the one thing on his team that resists poison or toxic is gone. So I can deal with most of them. So Hypnotoad's going to come back in. I'm fast asleep, as we all know. And I'm going to go for a Sleep Talk, hoping to get something decent off. And I get Toxic, and I was like, okay, well, if you weren't already poisoned, I mean, or if Fat Cat stayed in, that would have been interesting, but no. So I'm just like, alright. So he's going to go for a Liquidation. I'm now sitting at full HP, so this is doing very minimal damage. So now I can really actually start, you know, throwing off some hits. So I'll go for Earthquake. Again, it's not too great, especially with the attack drop and not much investment, but mixed with the Toxic, it's going to wear him down faster. Now, I'm a little worried about getting critted. That's the only problem with a set like this. You have to be wary of crits, but they aren't the most, you know, they're not the easiest thing to get. Plus, I mean, you really should mostly be afraid of crits from, you know, super effective attacks when you're on high HP. So I go for another Earthquake. We're putting him in good range. I'm like, this is going well. I mean, he's got one more turn left, so he's going to go for another Liquidation. And I was like, okay, cool, get the drop, but thank you Stamina, so you're going to boost it back up. I really love this ability, especially if you can hold him till late game. This can be really fun. And then if the opponent's got only physical attackers left, they're kind of screwed. So anyway, Hypnotoad is going to go down there, and that is 2 down. So now we've got, you know, 1 down on my side, 2 on his, and now we get the Comfey coming in. So I'm like, okay, can I deal with this? He goes for a Giga Drain, and I take that well enough. I can take 1 more of them, so I was fine with that. Go for the Toxic, and I miss. So that really did hurt. I have to say, it was a bit of a disappointment, that miss, because hitting it would have been preferable. Could have started wearing him down now. So anyway, I'm going to become healthy again. So Horsurprise back into his bed, sleep it off. And now he's going to start going for the Calm Mind. This is why I would like the Toxic the turn before, so that way a non-attacking turn is going to push him to lose some HP. It's now just up to the role of Sleep Talk. So I'm like, please don't give us rest anymore. And, well, we don't. We get Toxic. And so I'm able to now poison this thing. So I'm like, thank goodness. I would have liked him poisoned the turn before, but beggars can't be choosers, and Horsurprise is already putting in a dent in the opposition. So now, after poisoning this thing, especially if he's on lower HP, he's not going to want to swap out with a +2 in special attack and special defense. So now all I really want to do is keep causing trouble to him. That's it. If I can really cause enough trouble that he's going to be on low HP if I die, then we're going to do okay. And then Sleep Talk pays off again, and we get Earthquake. So, like, you know, not the massive amount of damage we necessarily would love, but it's not bad. We're putting him back down further. We're putting him in range for the poison to take him out quicker. The only problem being that he has now boosted his own stats. So Giga Drain does take off just over half of my HP, which is really worrisome, but I can't help it with the double boost. It's a shame, as I said, if Toxic was the turn before, the damage from Toxic would have been higher. I mean, he's still healing himself from it, so I wasn't going to take him out at this point. But it still would have meant that that damage there would have been larger, and he would have been in a more of a dangerous area. So anyway, Horsurprise is going down here, unfortunately. But after taking out 2 members of the opposition, and really putting a big dent, I guess, in this Comfy, even if it's only on that much HP, the amount of poison it's taken, look at the turn's damage from it, so we aren't too stressed. And on top of that, we then have to consider the fact that if he swaps out, he has to reboost if he wants to boost. So anyway, he's going to go for the Draining Kiss, doesn't swap, which is cool. The only thing is I don't have a super effective move. It was more of just what I had. Now this is my Rapid Spin, Triple Axle, Icicle Spear, Pin Missile set. We are built really to flinch with a King's Rock, so I'm just hoping for as much damage as possible here. Unfortunately, he is, you know, you make this Comfy bulky because you want it to live hits and then triage to drain. So I do get all 5 hits off, but with the leftovers and the poison together, we do not take him out. Again, it would have been really interesting to see how much closer it would have been, aka actual death, if we got the Toxic off the first turn. So now I have to take a second hit, which is disappointing. And that knocks me much lower. Although I do know he is going to go down this turn, so I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin to boost my attack. My speed, sorry. And, you know, his recovery and then Toxic together wasting more time, but he's going down. So you guys get the idea of what's happening here, both in battle and with the timer right there. So Comfy or Leaky is down, and now it is 3 versus 4. Now, I was a little worried about this thing, but I thought he's not going to take me out with a priority move, so I'm going to go for the Icicle Spear, hoping to get the flinch. So I'm like, 1, yep, 2, I'm like, good, good, I like to see more, keep going. We get to 3, and unfortunately that was all. So I'm going to get Drill Run here, I don't get the flinch off, and Sandslash is going to go down. I was hoping, really hoping, that possibly we could have done a little bit better there. But nonetheless, that's it. So Brioni is going to come out, but I don't get to attack. I would have liked to have seen how well I could have got an echoed voice starting, but technically I win. But to me, I either call that a draw or really we both lost to the timer. I was intrigued to see where that could have gone, and just please, Pokemon, just give us a longer battle timer and a versus recorder. Please, versus recorder would change my upload schedule completely and give me so much more Pokemon. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy that, please throw a like down below for Horsurprise. Don't forget to check out B-Nard's channel. Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are linked in the description. Comments are loved, and if you want to be part of the growing community, then you can sub itself. And if you do like being part of a community, then Discord is somewhere you should look at. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.